Hello and welcome to Watches TV, and today we're bringing you to Paris in a fashion way, as we had the chance and opportunity of attending a fashion show during the Parisian Fashion Week, as Maurice Lacroix used this as a backdrop to introduce a new ladies' timepieces, rather playful ones, as you will discover very shortly, but as well a few new male model in their Aikon collection, which is working pretty well. And in this, environment of everybody going crazy for steel sport watches, well, I really think that in terms of price positioning, well, they're coming up with some pretty decent offer actually. So I know it's a little bit different than what we're used to talk, but nevertheless, it's meaningful, so let's just check it out.
So Masterpiece Embrace is actually this watch we've developed. Important for us, Masterpiece is also to demonstrate our watchmaking know-how, and that's why we've selected this movement. It's actually based on the square wheel movement, so the two hearts embrace or enlace. And then the second function, it's a calendar retrograde. So these are very typical Maurice Lacroix complications. They are developed, they're produced in-house. And you see in terms of decoration, there's two executions. So this one I'm holding is a blue version with an aventurine dial. And you see also in terms of strap is a very sparkling, glossy, shiny strap. There's a second execution, which is here on the mother of pearl, with also a different design of the hearts. We have a partnership with Adeline Ziliox. She's a friend of the brand, and what's particular for her, or why we're working with Adeline, we like very much her values. Her values are about urban fashion, contemporary fashion. You also know that haute couture or couture, there's a lot of handwork, and these are all parallels to our brand. So the match is very nice, especially when you look at watches like these Masterpiece. There's a lot of handwork going into producing and manufacturing these watches. We have this beautiful Fiaba. Fiaba is with Maurice Lacroix since 1993. It was in rectangular. In 2011 we launched the round shape. It's a very nice galet type shape. And what's also particular from the Fiaba, it's the interior of the bracelet has been beveled. The edges are very soft, and it's more a bracelet watch than a wristwatch. In 2020, men are also in focus. So last year we did the Aikon skeleton, and this year also a very famous movement from our Masterpiece collection, the chronograph skeleton, which we introduced now on the Aikon case. You see all the Aikon elements, so the 6 arms, the very flat case construction, the flat dial, and of course the easy chain system on the strap. And this version skeletonized, a beautiful opening. You see also the arms on the dial are really capturing the sapphire crystal. And in terms of decorations, you've got the dial, the skeletonized dial included on top of a sapphire crystal, internal sapphire crystal. And it gives a very beautiful volume because you really see the staged opening that you have on this movement. And of course it's a mechanical movement, so you've got also a very nice skeletonized self-winding rotor. On Aikon Quartz, also trying to freshen it up for this year. So this year's edition, we have in the collection all the classical colors, black, blue, silver, anthracite. This year what we're trying is to pimp up a bit the bezel. You see that this bezel is now in black PVD. It gives a bit more sporty edge, and we've associated this with a khaki green strap. There's a second version on the chronograph where, of course, it's even easier to express the sportivity with the counters that we've put red hands. So also this black PVD bezel, and I think it works quite well in terms of color combination with the green khaki strap. Aikon, as the name says, is the iconic collection of Maurice Lacroix. It's thanks to this collection, it gives a face to Maurice Lacroix. It is also the collection that makes it, again, fresh, modern, relevant to our customer. Today, Aikon is more than 50% of the turnover. And in terms of development and also in the future, Aikon will be the focus. Eliros collection is for us, it is a quality collection, high perceived value collection. It's the entry price point in the Maurice Lacroix collections, but it also has to remain something a bit funky, a bit lifestyle. So the first version we did this year is this beautiful green execution, very trendy. Actually, we developed this together with Adeline Ziliox, and we inspired from this green that she's used for her collections into our watches. Second watch, which also shows you how lifestylish or funky we can become on Maurice Lacroix, is we did this limited edition of 1,000 pieces. It's Eliros Rainbow. It comes packaged in a beautiful rainbow, and you see both on the dial and on the strap you've got this hologram effect of the rainbow palette. 40 millimeter, and of course it's not reserved only to men, also women are keen on these kind of products.
Well, I hope you love this kind of fashion environment, obviously a little bit different than what we're used to, but nevertheless rather pleasurable for the eyes and the sight and everything. So, all the best, see you very soon, and viva fashion watchmaking!